Good evening, friends. It's Thursday. You know what that means. It's time to pound the meat. Welcome to the show. How's everyone doing, man? Bonkers is always on time. That guy, always here, 8 o'clock sharp, and Chacon. How are you, man? I'm doing good, bro. This week has been a little sad for wrestling, man. Especially after the latest news yesterday and even a couple days before with Kevin Nash. Just a very mellow vibe in pro wrestling news. You know what I mean? Miguel, what's good? What's up? Nico, my compadre, how are you? Polo, oi, how are you, my friend? Juan. Bro. There it is. I've never had it. I've never had it. Justin, what's good, man? Platinum. Yo, we need to update our photos, bro. Friday Eve. Mike H, what's going on, brother? Rich, good evening. What's cracking? Everything, man. Everything's cracking. What is up? Lots of people here. What's good? Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest boy in the world, Joey V is in the building. Mr. Vicious himself. You vicious boy.
I'm drinking that V10 Celsius
flavor. Okay. Our man, King J. Sean. How are you, King? Happy Thursday to you, my friend. What is going on? IVT, how are you? The Big Busfetti, what's up? How are you? And the Bearded Wonder is here. Easy E in the building. What's good?
Otherwise known as Lardass. Cheers up to you in the B7 Artwork, baby. Here. We got it, baby. This is for you, baby.
You're right here. And we didn't believe you would make it tonight. I told him to stay put. I told this man to take the night off. I don't want to hear anything from all you motherfuckers about how I overwork this guy. And he's giving me a cut. Hold on.
Yeah,
do I bring you on now?
He's having a little fun right now.
Okay. So, Jones, let me know when to bring you on. Jones has been feeling under the weather. I told him to stay home, relax, get some rest. And I talked to him on the phone, and he sounds stuffy, but he didn't sound dead. You know what I mean? So, hopefully...
But you know what it is, right?
What?
It's pre-sickness, so when he sees his Eagles lose this weekend...
Wow, bro. Come on, bro.
It just...
Wow. First of all, he's not an Eagles fan.
I know, but...
I'm the Eagles fan. Fly, Eagles, fly!
I'm predicting upset.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Y'all know it's the divisional round for all you NFL fans. The divisional round this weekend. Saturday night, I'm going to be in the fetal position with 1,000% anxiety. I can't go through an Eagles game with friends and I can't do it.
Let's do it on Discord.
I'm so uptight.
You got to be in silence, right?
I need silence.
Are you superstitious when it comes to the games? So I'm like that. If I was watching a finals game, NBA finals game back in 2011. It was the Mavericks versus the Heat.
Yeah.
The Mavericks were down by 15 points. They go on a 10-0 run. And I'm like, yo, I tell the wife, I'm like, yo, come in here. The Mavericks are making a run. She comes in there. The Heat go on a 6-point run. I go in the other room. Get away from me right
And you kept her there.
Yep.
I'm not lying. You can ask Crystal. I kept a Pepsi can for 16 weeks. We made it to the Super Bowl that season. It almost worked.
Wow.
Yo, I got a whole box of this.
Not yet, Bedoy, not yet. The king is in his throne right now, taking his vitamin C. Mm-hmm. Robert, how are you, man?
But if I'm watching a game, if I sit in a certain position and they're winning, I'm not going to change.
Nope.
Oh,
No
come
chance.
on, IVP. Come on, man. Giants.
I gotta say, man, I was reading, reading an article on CBS Sports today, and it was a writer predicting all the games.
What'd they say?
He predicted the Giants to win.
Let's go. No, that's not go. Wait, what? Say that again. I was applauding King J. Sean. I was applauding this.
I missed who he predicted to win. King J. Sean. You threw me off.
Sean. I was applauding you.
That was bad timing.
This guy is too kind. I wasn't applauding the Giants. It just came at the wrong time, but King J. Sean, he is too kind. Supporting a great podcast. Keep up the great work, my belt bros. Cowboy Nation.
Hold on now, King J. Sean. I might have to take back everything I've ever said. So here it is, King J. Sean. I as a friendly wager, I'm the loyal Niner guy.
Wow.
I think we put a $5 wager on the game.
Wow.
$5 cash app.
Wait, what's the wager here?
I'm gonna go the Niners win by 10 plus.
Against the Cowboys?
Against the Cowboys.
10 plus? I don't know about that, man.
10 plus.
Ty Streets is not walking through that door.
But JJ Stokes is.
What about Brandon Lloyd?
Ooh, hey, he was the Odell Beckham Jr. before Odell Beckham Jr.
I want to say this, man. Everybody subscribe to King J. Sean's
even
YouTube.
CJ knows the deal, bro.
He got some good stuff on his YouTube.
Listen, I'm scared of the Cowboys, but I don't know. Listen, I'm torn between the Cowboys and the Niners right now. Okay, I would prefer the Cowboys to win because I think it would be an easier match for us. But then I prefer the Niners to win, so in case we lose, we don't watch the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl.
So can
I'd
I
rather
say
the Niners
this?
go to the Super Bowl than the Cowboys.
Can I say this with the Niners, right? We're playing with house money. And what I mean by that is we're playing with the 262nd pick in the NFL draft.
He raised you to 10, my friend.
I got you, bro.
All right, that's it. So you're
locked in.
It's on record.
This game, I always love when the Cowboys and the Niners play in the playoffs because it reminds me of the 90s, the early 90s.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Niners, Cowboys. It's a great game. Don't get me wrong.
You know what's crazy about this? Because, you got the Chiefs and the Jags. Trevor Lawrence has never lost on a Saturday. He is undefeated. So you got that history. And then you got another history with the Niners and Cowboys. Well, the Niners specifically. No rookie quarterback has ever made it to the Super Bowl. Can he do it?
Can he do it? I don't know. Rich says, definitely support other wrestling shows that aren't under the ad-free garbage. Can't stand Conrad. All right. We have a comment from Dan Casper. I'll bet the V9 art. He'll bet that's a big wager, my friend.
Can't wager that.
It's a big wager. I don't know if we can wager that. Richard Simpson says Cowboys are going to get stomped. And Platinum Sword says Niners are going to smoke them fools. I've seen the Niners play their last playoff game, and my goodness.
We play bully ball, right?
They're scary. Fucking scary.
The thing with the Niners, the Cowboys are trying to pump themselves up right now into thinking that they're going to play bully ball. But let's be real. Let's throw everything out, who you're a fan of or anything. The Niners are one of the probably two teams in the league that plays real street-ass bully ball.
Okay. I mean,
and that's what's going to happen.
I can't argue that. Listen, I don't want to play either of them. I just want to go to the Super Bowl. I want to skip this game and just go right to the Super Bowl. But I know
Christian McCaffrey's going to have 47 catches.
We got to beat the Giants, which is a tough game on its own. We got to beat either the Niners or the Cowboys. Do I think we could do it? Yes. Do I 100% believe we will do it? No.
You know who you have to worry about this week?
Who?
Saquon, bro.
Saquon Barkley, that motherfucker decided to start playing.
No, it's Daniel Jones.
He's in form. Jones is number
ran
2
for 7 first downs last week, and that's ultimately run the game.
Listen,
you know what I think the Cowboys will do? I think they're going to put Micah Parsons' spy on Christian.
Juan is correct.
He can't
if
cover him,
Jags win the Super Bowl,
I don't know, man.
Tony Khan is going to get beyond blasted with booger sugar, bro. If the Jags win the Super Bowl, I think Nico said this, then Doug Peterson deserves first ballot Hall of Famer because, my God, this guy, unreal. What he did a few years ago with the Eagles and Nick Foles, and now, I mean, he's working some magic with these Jags.
Imagine this.
They're playing from the heart here.
The Jaguars win the Super Bowl. Khan is up on the podium getting the Lombardi trophy. And he's holding it up and he's like, next is WWE.
Yo, he gets the WWE belt, yeah, with the Jag side plates.
What if he gets an AEW belt instead?
Oh, and he customs one.
Ron's already started making the Jaguar belt.
Yo, Richard Simpson, chill the fuck out, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, he's okay. My king, my Mufasa, my father. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Jones is here to keep us on track.
Is that a Michael Myers shirt?
It's on track.
You got the mic part right.
Tyson, bro.
You got mic right, but it's not.
Jones. Hey, when Jones almost wasn't on the show, Jones put that shirt on and was like, hey, Vinny, man, I want to eat this tooth one, man. I want to eat so hard.
And Appleberry, always on time.
We got another one.
And David Robbins. What's the comment, David?
You got to give us
Thank you
something,
so
David.
much,
We appreciate
man.
you, bro.
Hold on. We partying. Goodness gracious. Y'all are too kind, man.
He did that because Jones showed up. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. Jones, that's your money, baby. We know that's the king's money. And we have, hello, my fellow king. The king himself is here.
Why didn't you show up? I broke my back.
Spinal.
Thank you, David. I appreciate that, man. See, King, you need to show up more often. Look what happens. All the people come out, they give us donations because the king is here.
I'm not going to comment on that, but I have some thoughts on that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready? We're going to open the show with a little bit of a happy segment before we get into the downer stuff, because, some serious stuff has happened this week.
Together.
I'm trying out the one and only Prime. All right. Now, this drink is owned by, or the company, I should say, is owned by Logan Paul and KSI. Two of the biggest, most famous social media brands in the world. You got KSI, who I believe is from England, and then you have Logan Paul from the U.S. They teamed up, and man, they are taking the world by storm with this hydration drink. So I said, you know what? Let me try it. Then I went online, and I saw that people in England, these kids, are hurting each other for this drink. They're like stomping each other. You remember the craze for the Cabbage Patch Kids? It's like that.
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies. Disclaimer, that is correct. I wish it was Prime. If you would love to sponsor us, we will gladly take your Saudi money. So I said, this is going to be very difficult to get. I might have to go on eBay, use some of our donation money for the show, and get a $10 Prime bottle. No, I went to Walmart. Yeah, I shop at Walmart. So what? I went to Walmart, and I swear to God, I showed you guys pictures. There were probably about 500 of these things. 500 of them. They're everywhere. So I said, okay, I'm going to get this flavor because I heard this is the best one from most reviewers. It's called Ice Pop. That is not true. The Weebie is mine. Not the Prime. The Weebie is mine. The Weebie.
I told you, I think Vinny looked at everybody else walking down the aisle and was like, the Prime is mine.
The Prime is mine. Here it is. Got some Ice Pop. Hydration drink. Now, let me describe what it says here. Prime was developed to fill the void where great taste meets function, with bold, thirst-quenching flavors to help you refresh, replenish, and refuel. Prime is the perfect boost for every endeavor. We're confident you'll love it as much as we do. Humbly, the Prime team. This is supposed to take over. This is supposed to take down the number one guy who is Gatorade. All right, Gatorade is WWE. This is supposedly the AEW of hydration drinks, which was vitamin water. But you don't really hear about vitamin water much anymore.
I'm a vitamin water. Yeah.
I love vitamin water. I think vitamin water tastes the best.
I
That's
do
me.
too.
So before we pop the top, most people care about what's the sugar content in that?
This is the big deal, right? So I never read nutrition facts. A total of 20 calories. Is that good? I have no idea.
Okay.
It's 20.
What about the sugar?
Sugar is 0 grams. Oh, no, that's total fat. I'm sorry. That's total fat. There's a lot of zeros here. Total sugars is 2 grams. Is that good? I don't know. All right. Here we go. Just so you can see that this is a fresh bottle. Hear it? All right. I'm going to be like a wine taster here. Now, it smells very sweet.
What flavor is it supposed to be?
I have no idea. Ice pop. You told me it reminds you of those colored ice pops, the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, like those
That's
bomb
what it's
pops.
supposed to be like.
That's what it smells like, honestly. It smells like an ice pop. All right, here we go.
Don't forget the mouth slosh.
What's that? What's mouse life?
You gotta slosh it around your mouth.
I got to do the wine thing?
Yeah.
Okay. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. Now, I don't know if 2 grams of sugar is a lot of sugar, but it tastes like there's a lot of sugar in it. You know, here's the best way to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know when you're done eating those, read the per serving, so multiply that with the numbers. That's math, Platinum. That's math. I'm
How
done.
many servings is it per bottle? Is what he's saying.
Let's see. Where do I see that?
It should
On
always
here?
tell you. Yeah.
Total servings per bottle. I have
What's
no
considered
idea.
one
Amount per serving is 20, or calories is 20. This is amount per serving.
It should be at the top.
Serving size, 16.9 fluid ounces.
And
I'm
how
guessing
much
this
the
is
bottle?
one bottle serving.
And
is
how
one
many ounces
serving.
the bottle.
Yeah, I mean, there are other places that say, I guess that's if a
At the-
multi-pack or something.
At the bottom of the bottle, how many ounces is it?
Okay, we got 16.9.
Okay, so it's 2 grams of sugar.
All right, so why do they make you do math?
In comparison, take a Rockstar. I'm just looking it up right now.
Okay.
A Rockstar has 62 grams of carbohydrates
Taking it.
and 62 grams of sugar.
62 grams.
62 grams
This
of
has
sugar.
2. Wow. All right, ready?
I'm looking at my Celsius that I'm drinking. 2 grams of carbs, 0 sugar, 10 calories.
So
I mean,
I-
it's super fucking sweet, man.
I got the orange sugar-free Monster.
Oh,
10 calories, 2 carbohydrates, no sugar. But they fill it full of, what's it called, aspartame?
Aspartame.
it you know what, bro? It's, you know, when you eat those ice pops that you squeeze them out of the plastic.
Yeah.
You know the juice at the bottom. You get that little puddle of juice, and you finish that off. That's what this tastes like. It's a little sweet, but it's not bad.
Dude, this
It's not
thing has
bad.
vitamin B6 and vitamin B12.
So shout out to Logan and KSI, because this is actually pretty good.
I think you need to go back to Walmart and try every flavor on this show.
Well, I picked up this one for this week, so next week I'm going to try orange. I got orange, and then I also got the energy drinks, because apparently they are the Red Bull killer. I'm a big Red Bull fan. I love me some Red Bull.
I'm a Red Bull vodka guy.
But
Love
me some Red Bull.
Red Bull and vodka, man, makes you go to the bathroom like a lot.
What's up, Ghost Face? How are you? So that was Prime. Not too bad.
If you're going to do 1 out of 10, you're doing like a 1-bite challenge.
Yeah.
What's your number?
For this flavor, with the ice pop, honestly,
give
bro,
it a
I'll give this a 7.5. Honestly, it's that good. It really is. It's really good.
Here's the better question. You
Yes,
see
Ken.
that and a bottle of of Gatorade. Which are you grabbing first?
I'm gonna go Frost Gatorade, the cherry frost, the white one.
I'm not a big Gatorade guy.
See, I'm more of a
It
Powerade.
was never sweet enough for me.
I'm more of a
Gatorade.
Powerade than a Gatorade guy.
You know what? I'm grabbing the Prime. I really am. I'm being dead ass with you. I'm grabbing the Prime.
Okay.
I'm grabbing
Prime or vitamin water?
the Prime. Ooh. Okay. I mean, vitamin water is my shit. If the flavor that I like of vitamin water is there, I'm going with vitamin water.
What flavor?
It's not top in vitamin. It's the red one. I like the red
The
one.
dark one or the
Yeah,
lighter one?
The dark one.
Yeah. I like the dark and the citrus.
Some high quality H2O. Yeah, fuck water. That shit is too boring. And that's why I got a kidney stone and I got to drink more water. My wife tells me every day, did you drink water today? No, I didn't drink water.
You gotta have one of those bottles that tells you like when to drink the water.
I drink water. Water? What up, Justin? How you doing, bro? Okay. Let's see what we got going on the docket here. Sad news yesterday. Mr. Jones. Big fan of Ring of Honor. You enjoy Ring of Honor a lot. But even bigger fan of Mr. Jay Briscoe, who sadly passed away in a car crash. Was it yesterday confirmed that the car crash happened? Or was it the day before yesterday?
I believe it was the day before.
All right. Sadly.
It was the 17th, yes.
Okay. So sadly, he was driving in the car with his two daughters, with him driving them to cheer practice. Didn't have a seatbelt on, unfortunately. And the other car merged into the wrong lane, hit him head on. They both died instantly. The daughters are still in critical condition. Here we go. It says, January 17th at approximately 5:09 p.m., traveling westbound. This is the police report here.
Yep, this is on Delaware.gov, so it's
not the police report, the article. The driver of the Silverado identified as 27-year-old. Wow. Lillian of Frankfort, Delaware, was wearing her seatbelt. The driver of the Silverado identified as 38-year-old Jamin Pugh. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Pugh, that's Jay, of Laurel, Delaware, was not wearing his seatbelt. Both drivers were pronounced dead at the scene. The two passengers of Pugh's pickup truck, identified as his 12-year-old daughter and 9-year-old daughter, were both properly restrained, thank God. Both girls were taken by ambulance to an area hospital and were admitted in critical condition. Alcohol involvement in this crash is unknown. No other vehicles were involved, and the roadway was closed for 4 hours just to clear the scene. Any updates on his daughters right now?
I haven't heard anything
Surgeries,
yet. I know one was going in for surgery for her back, and the other one that lost feeling in her lower extremities.
Oh my! Wait, what?
Yeah.
Lost feeling completely?
Yes.
Oh my! Oh, that's sad. And now it's like, now they don't have a father. You know what I mean? And now he has a son too, right?
Yeah, he wasn't in the car though. He wasn't.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't have a dad now. His two sisters are in the hospital. That's heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. So Jay Briscoe was half of the Briscoe brothers, which I was doing some research because Jones, I never watched Ring of Honor. You always told me to watch it. You always give these matches a shot, give these matches a chance. I never did, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't because from what I've seen after doing some research on this guy, he was one hell of a pro wrestler.
Yep.
Holy shit. And one hell of a promo guy. This dude can work it on the mic. Jones, you're the big Ring of Honor guy here mostly. What was your initial reaction to the news? And what did Ring of Honor or pro wrestling lose with the death of Jay Briscoe?
Wrestling as a whole lost a great wrestler. a great human being. He was an extremely good family man. Most people, well, some people knew it. A lot of people didn't know it, but he was a good guy. He was a good guy all around. He's made some mistakes in his past. We all have. It's a shame some people still want to hold things over his head, and he was denied a live tribute show that should have been done last night. That, as much as I'm an anti Tony Khan guy in most cases, he wanted to do it, but it was a get over his head. He's been around for a while. Like, this probably affected me a lot more than a lot of normal wrestling fans. Well, not normal wrestling fans, but more than anybody on the screen, because I've watched him and his brother wrestle since they were teenagers. So I watched the elevation from just your opening match card guys to main eventers. Jay's a former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
They're
World Heavyweight Champion. Wow.
Yep.
Yes, they're 13-time ROH Tag Team Champions. They've held the IWGP Tag Team Championships. They've held the AAA Tag Team Championships. They've held the Impact Tag Team Championship. So they are arguably, or can be arguably considered, the greatest tag team of all time, never to be on WWE.
Wow.
He, like, when he won that ROH Championship, he beat who you know as Kevin Owens. He beat Kevin Steen.
Wow. Okay. Holy shit. So he had some notoriety to him. Holy shit. I didn't realize I didn't know he was world champ for Ring of Honor. I thought he was always tag team.
No.
Interesting.
He had a solo run for a little while.
You mentioned something that was weird to me. So they were supposed, because I was surprised, Dynamite didn't really have anything.
They weren't allowed to.
So they weren't allowed to.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Interesting. What was the reason behind them not allowing him to have a show dedicated to him? What was the issue?
They have an issue with his past tweets.
Okay. Let's see here. Do we have the tweet?
I didn't want to look up the tweets from 9 years ago.
Oh God. It's 9 years.
Just over 9 years.
It was like basically like
So like a homophobic tweet or something?
kind of like he's like in New York, and it was also about like one of the hurricanes. I forget which one it was.
Uh-huh.
Like, it was just, but
Stupid shit you do say when you're young. I got you. Says per comicbook.com, the company did not allow AEW, so we're guessing Warner Brothers here?
Yes.
The company did not allow AEW president Tony Khan to feature Jay or Brother Mark on its programming due to homophobic tweets that Jay posted over a decade ago. He has apologized for the tweets multiple times over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, Khan still did honor Briscoe, taping a Ring of Honor branded Jay Briscoe Celebration of Life event. Oh, that's cool. Which will air on Honor Bluck and ROH's YouTube channel in the near future. So they still film something afterwards.
what they meant to say was
film-
Honor Club.
Honor Club, okay. Wow. Dude, that was 10 years old. The tweet, like,
You got to
come
remember,
fuck
the internet
on, bro.
internet doesn't die.
It was
If you
essentially
put it out there, it's still there.
it was against gay marriage.
Okay. So he said something stupid 10 years ago, which if anyone on this screen or in this chat can raise your hand and said you've never said anything stupid in your life or something that you regret, come on.
I can't
This
say
is
that for yesterday.
this is where I have a problem. Especially with social media. They really want to get you when you say something wrong or when you're caught saying something that you regret. They really want to slam you for that, right? But where's the forgiveness? Honestly, if you want someone to grow and learn, where is the part of the whole situation where they learn and move on? That doesn't happen on social media, bro. They don't let you move the fuck on. It's absurd. Fucking ridiculous. And Justin Booth, $10. Thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate it. For real, thank you. Jay Briscoe was highly underrated, as well as his brother Mark. Jim Cornette has said on numerous occasions that the Briscoes are one of the top 5 best tag teams currently. I agree 100%. Man, that's great. Thank you again, Justin, so much. So we can't make mistakes now. We can't fuck up. And if we do fuck up, fuck saying sorry. What's the point? No one's going to give a shit. They're just going to fucking crucify you for the rest of your life. This is fucking ridiculous, man.
And which is sad. It almost pushes people further away into their corners because you know what? You can't make amends now. So it forces people to just kind of double down on what they say because there's no point coming back from it.
No. Even if you do really feel sorry or really apologize, which he's done multiple times, according to the article, he's really apologized.
I have an instance. I remember it was the 2018 NFL draft. Josh Allen. A video got released that night, or like an hour or two before the draft, of a video of him like saying a word. I forget what the word was, but it was offensive from like 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm thinking like, why would you release this 2 hours before this guy is about to get drafted? Why didn't you release it a couple years ago?
It was an ex-girlfriend?
No, I don't know what happened.
Because they know what social media is going to do.
Yeah.
They're gonna destroy him. They're gonna ridicule him, and it's gonna affect his draft and affect him getting a job with an NFL team.
Same thing with Laramie Tunsil when he was getting drafted. The video posted of him
taking
the
a
weed
mask.
hit. Yeah, the weed mask. Like, why would you like release this like that day,
bro? We all fuck up.
But with Jay,
you remember?
Oh,
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say about Jay Briscoe. Like I always said, Jones knows this. I said ROH was never the same without Gabe. Once Gabe left, ROH was never the same. Mm-hmm. And Jay Briscoe, like the Briscoes were that tag team. But like Jay always stood out. It was kind of like the Scott Steiner to the Rick Steiner, Booker T to the Stevie Ray type thing. You
the
knew,
Shawn Michaels to the Marty type thing.
I mean, you knew
who the star was.
Stop that.
What happened?
I can't let you slide with that. Janetti always looked better than Sean.
No.
Always.
No.
Always better than Sean.
No.
I cannot let you go. Nope.
Drones.
You're not watching the same matches then.
But
Go back and watch. Seriously.
Janetti,
go back and watch.
I'm gonna have to back. Generally, I like Raz and Jones, but Janetti, he was at the time.
Janetti just couldn't stay off of the drugs. He couldn't keep clean. But with Jay,
Shawn Michaels was better looking, in my opinion.
You always knew Jay was the more standout of him and Mark, but you knew Mark was awesome as well.
Right.
But like when Jay got that single run and he beat Kevin Steen in 2013, you know, like, I mean, the pop, and then when he went away, and then when he came back with Jay Lethal and stuff, and that's when he put his mark on it because he's like, yo, I never lost his title, so he came out with his own title. And you see a lot of people in this belt community having that belt made because it's such a different looking belt.
So what happened with Mark during that solo run?
Oh, they had a few matches. They feuded a little bit.
They feuded together?
They like fighting each other.
Yeah. Oh, that was cool.
What's more infuriating about the whole thing, right? So he can't have his tribute on Dynamite. You know, this is a guy that entertained a lot of people, has a lot of fans. But
according to the tweets, this affected a lot of people.
But you're a parent. Go back to these videos they released of, you know, him doing cheerleader practice with his daughters and things like that, right? So what's to say as a society that we're going to take a mistake that he made, and now in death, we're going to continue to crucify him in death over a mistake? Like, people need to fucking wise up.
What he apologized for. It's not like he didn't apologize for double down on it, whatever. He admittedly apologized for it multiple times. Didn't Marty murder a man for trying to do? That's what he's posted.
Allegedly.
That's what he's posted. I mean, and it's not even like other people have said it. He posted it, but then he took it down. No one will ever know the truth in that matter. I've tried reaching out to Marty. I've gotten in touch with him one time. We set up a date to talk, and he went missing. He goes missing a lot. Marty is not one to be on time for things. Let me just put
Except
that
for
way.
a young girl.
Yeah, who knows? But man, I know he's in a dark spot, a dark place. I hope he gets better, honestly. And it was Mark's birthday yesterday. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where does Mark go from here? Jones, what's Mark going to do from this point? Is he going to stay? What do you think?
Crazy thing is they are the ROH tag team champs.
Yeah. What do they do?
Knowing him, he'll probably honestly, like I want to say I could give you a solid answer. I'm going off what I'm feeling. I think he's going to end up retiring, or he probably have like 1 or 2 more matches left at like a legit J tribute show, and then we probably won't hear from him again.
Has he stated anything or posted anything since the passing?
No, I don't expect to hear anything from him right now.
But
They were
you know
like this.
Yeah.
But you know what you got before Jay's tragic passing? You got probably one of the greatest tag team matches of all time a couple months ago in a dog collar match. FTR versus the Briscoe brothers.
Yeah. By the way, I saw that match. Absolutely incredible. I mean, those guys put on one hell of a performance. And when you hear dog collar, you're like, it's tricky. How do you keep the match entertaining and not so basic when it comes to dog collar? But they did it as a tag team. And they kept your eyes on that screen the entire fucking match. The entire fucking match. Dax has said that match. I agree. It probably was. It was that good. Mm-hmm. That good.
Against Cody. Yep.
What is it with these dog collar matches, man? But it was awesome to watch. Incredible. The Briscoe style was a cross between the Steiner brothers, the Road Warriors,
The Funks.
the Fucks.
Funks.
I'm like, did I miss a team here? And Hanson and Brody.
I used to love that tag team.
It's just unfortunate. See, then I sat there and I'm like, man, if I had only listened to Jones, it shouldn't take someone's passing or death to make me watch great wrestling.
Go watch CM Punk versus Raven back in ROH days.
So, you know what? I'm going to start watching a little more ROH because after what I saw with that dog collar match, I'm like, holy shit. What else am I missing?
Want to watch some Tyler
Go back to the
Black?
beginning. Go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Jones, I'm going to tell you to give me a date and a time, and you and I will get some popcorn.
You gonna watch? I want to join in that threesome.
StreamYard, and me and you will watch together. Have a little date.
No, I
Hold
want
on.
that.
I'm going to give Vinny a trivia right
I'm
now.
in the middle.
I will
ROH trivia?
I will cash app you $20 right now.
Dude, I'm losing. Why?
If you could tell me what does the Honor Club mean? Like, what is that? What happens before every match?
The Honor Club?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Like, what
What
do they
happens?
do? What do the competitors do
They
before every
wipe their
match?
feet.
They have a
but
prayer.
that's one thing.
They wipe their feet
is
on
one
the
thing.
apron.
That's respect for the ring. But Ring of Honor has one tradition that carries over before all their matches.
They kiss the ring.
They pray.
No, it's a code of honor thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do they
Code of
do?
Honor, whatever. Honor Club, Code of Honor. I always get them mixed
What
up.
do they do, though? What does it mean?
They shake hands.
You shake hands
Right
Shake
before the
hands.
match?
before the match and after the match. Actually,
And they have to do it.
that's the code of honor. If you,
That's the code of honor.
Everyone does not respect the code of honor, but
Okay.
That
But
was
someone
how-
at least has to reach out.
that's how it started.
Oh, Vinny, you hurt me. Dude, I didn't know they... I was close.
He said pray.
They pray.
They pray with their hands. And
Wait a
That would have
second.
been my guess.
Can we know these matches? Or I'm guessing he's asking, can you still see the matches? Jones, where do you see the matches at?
I'll give you a call after the show. It's too many matches for me to list on this show.
Oh, he wants to know which matches to watch.
Yes.
David, he'll call you. He'll give you all the info. Let me see. Justin writes, check out Jay Briscoe versus Mark Briscoe chicken farm match.
They were chicken farmers. That's legit.
What?
Yeah, that match is hilarious.
Oh, I got to see that. It's probably better than the Undertaker's pre-tape match at WrestleMania. Oh. Jones, am I right or am I right? Is this match better than that garbage?
Here.
I know it's AJ Styles. I'm sorry. It's not his fault.
I'll give you a little trivia right now. So I was at SummerSlam 96. Boiler Room Brawl match, right?
Ooh.
You know
Let's
the fight.
go, Manuel.
You know the fight in the Boiler Room Brawl was filmed the night before.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Boiler Room Brawl match. Them fighting in the Boiler Room Brawl was filmed the night before.
Well, you know, it was like the WrestleMania 12 match with Goldust and Roddy Piper. Wasn't that was filmed like a few days before? And he broke his what did he break? Broke his hand or something like that. Roddy Piper broke his hand on Goldust. Something happened. But yeah, they filmed that a few days before.
Hey, David, want to slide me a piece of fried chicken prom game?
So, also, Jay's wife posted on her Facebook page confirming a lot of the news articles on Jay and the two daughters, saying that they believe in the power of prayer. Mm-hmm. And please pray for us. And also, they have an official GoFundMe. Jones, they have an official GoFundMe,
Give,
right?
Send, Go. They aren't using GoFundMe.
Okay.
I'm going to post. I've sent the link in the chat already.
Okay.
But what I'm showing you right now is the only one spot that the family is actually supporting.
So it's not a GoFundMe.
So
it's called a Give, Send, Go. Right? Is that the name of the site? Never heard of it.
Neither have I, but I did research, and it's the only one that the family is supporting. So
if you want to help in any way, shape, or form, this is it. Give, Send, Go. They're at holy shit. They're at $129,000.
Actually, it might be higher than that. Hold on.
Wow. No, Panetta said they're at 149 right now. 149,911.
It's incredible. Their goal's it's going to destroy the goal.
And it's not about money. It's for the family.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, that was a big hit to them as their family income. You know, this was a ROH champion here, supporting his family.
It's not income. It's a big hit just to
forget emotionally and all that too.
Humanity,
medical expenses for the children. So
with the daughter with the legs.
Yeah, this is not a cash grab at all.
I mean, Jay has made a nice chunk of money during his career.
Yep.
Yeah, they've made money, but don't look at it as a cash grab.
Justin wrote, Vinny's right. Sorry, Jones. Thank you, Justin. Let me give you an applause for that one. Please don't be disappointed. I'm an AJ Styles fan, but the Briscoe's chicken farm match was better. And I don't think you can argue that, Jones. I mean...
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that match wasn't better. It's just I wasn't going to physically admit it at that point.
Young Bucks donated $20,000. That's awesome.
Here's
Mark Cyrus. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, pay attention. If you didn't watch Dynamite last night, look at the Young Bucks. Look at their faces. Their faces look like they've been crying nonstop since the news came out. So I'm not surprised at the money they did donate money.
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to them for that donation. Mustadon says, shake hands before and after the match. When the handshake takes place, it means they will do what it takes to win, and each competitor agrees to do what it takes to win with respect. That is...
the code of honor.
He's got another one here. Shake hands before and after the end of the match if you respect your opponent. Keep the playing field level. Respect the officials. So this is the code of honor.
Yep.
In Ring of Honor.
Cheat to win.
Cheat to win.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Exactly.
So that is Jay Briscoe. Our thoughts and prayers and good vibes go out to his family, his friends, and we know it's going to be a tough road ahead for them, especially the kids and Mark, too. It's going to be a really, really tough road, so hopefully they They stay strong, man. They stay strong. We should another piece of news came out that really struck me the wrong way. Not the wrong way, it just made me sad. Was Kevin Nash's podcast called Click This. They had an episode. And if I could just, do you have this up, Jones? Do you have what he said? No, I can get it. It was on PW Guru.
Who?
PW Pro Wrestling Guru was on Facebook. Somebody quoted the lines from Kevin and his podcast. And man, I read this and I was very, very concerned, along with a lot of wrestling fans who saw this. I have it right here. This was on his podcast, Click This. And Ethan can confirm because you saw the episode, right?
Yeah.
I found it on NewJersey.com. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big deal. Wrestling fans are concerned about Kevin Nash over his recent comments on his most recent podcast. And his podcast is great, by the way. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Nash stated this: "Today is week 12 that I lost my boy. Time flies when you got a gun in your mouth. I mean, time flies when you're having fun." So Oliver, his co-host, said, thinking he was clearly joking, says, "Don't play like that. You have guns, so you can't say those things." Nash responds, "I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, long as I leave a note." He said that. Then Nash later stated the following: "Every morning when I wake up, the first thing that happens is I come to the realization that instead of there being 3 human beings in my home, there's now 2. And the third person isn't on vacation or staying with friends or is out late. He's never coming back. And when I sit up in bed and I have absolutely nothing I have to do, and it's like, so why am I getting out of bed?" Man, I read that, bro, and I'm like, holy shit, this man is in a very, very, very dark place.
But I mean, we talked about that, and it's just we're all parents on the screen, right?
Yeah.
And there's not one of us that, if we woke up tomorrow and our kid wasn't fucking here, would not be in that same dark space. But if you watch the video, I fully believe like he might have been a little intoxicated, which made him a little more loose-lipped than he probably would have been.
Here's the thing too, and Mark posted something that I do want to read because this makes me go, but still. "I sat in on last night's recording. He talked about how it was something he and Scott Hall would say as a rib. He assured all of us that he wasn't going to go out like that. Hopefully, word got to him that people were really, really, really concerned."
Does anybody know what state he lives in?
I have no idea.
Maybe Arizona still.
So there's about a 99% chance he's already been visited by law enforcement.
You never know, because a lot of fans listen to that podcast, right? A lot of fans. And I remember we were talking and saying, listen, I have one kid, and he's my only kid, right? And I can't put myself in that spot emotionally. I can't. You can't feel that pain unless you actually feel the pain. So it's hard to judge someone for saying stuff like that when you know that pain is real and intense, right? Losing someone like a child, something that you love so deeply and you'd give your life for, all right, is going to put you in a predicament to where you literally have nothing else to live for.
I couldn't imagine losing a child. I've lost parents. I've lost parents. I've lost brothers. I could not imagine losing a fucking child.
Oh my God. I can't.
We can not all understand his pain, what he's going through.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all lost a loved one, but not like an actual child,
Yeah.
Because, you live for your children, like you're here, you look at, you want to provide for them. And I mean, even though, his son was older, an adult,
baby.
it's still
your baby.
But I'm 50-50 on this with, like, I'm sure, Nash, like, it's a rib, and all that stuff, but you don't know, like, what he's actually feeling, what thoughts are going through his mind, the pain that he's going through. None of us can understand it. He may say he's fine, but he's probably hiding that pain.
And I don't fully
down.
believe that was a rib.
No. I 100%.
I don't fully believe now. Yeah. Now he wants probably to calm everyone down. He probably got his wits about him and said, you know what? I got to chill. Maybe get some therapy, something. I got to get some help. But the way he was saying that and just the look on his face and the vibe, you felt like real words.
Well, yeah. Because here's the thing, though. As a parent, we all want to protect our children from everything. Mm-hmm. And he's sitting there at a point where I'm not saying he failed. Please don't think I'm saying he failed. But he feels like he failed.
Yeah, 100%.
And he feels like he failed. And there's no coming back from that. And I understand where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just tragic.
Dan says he's fully trying to pack it down. Absolutely. That's what tough guys do, man. They get not. And you know what? I said this to you guys. I even posted it. I said, this man is crying out for help. It was a way for him to reach out for help without reaching out for help. Because let's face it, a lot of guys in this industry, you got to be strong. You got to be a man's man, right? It's you're a pussy if you try to go call someone for help. No, You're not. You're not. People give a shit about you. People love you. People care for you. But again, on the other side, I cannot judge him for saying something like that because it's a pain that only people who have lost a child feel.
But also look at it this way. He lost his best friend.
Yes.
His closest friend. He's probably still reeling from that. And then to lose his son.
The same time.
Just the tops.
It was a rough year for that man.
Adding on. It's
rough year for that man. My heart goes out to him. Stephen Rim says, Nash said, I think Tyrus reached out to him, good, and told him that this will never get better. And Nash strongly felt that Tyrus understood him and no one else did. Listen, time heals all wounds. I don't believe that at all.
It does not. It does not. Not at all. Not at all.
I do not believe that. There is nothing, like if I were to lose my son, there is no amount of time at all that will make me be able to get over it. It's impossible.
You can get back everything except for time.
You can get it together. You can deal with it. There's a difference between dealing with something and getting over something. Dealing is living with it. You can live with it, but you can't get over it. There's no way.
I couldn't imagine a child. I can only speak from experience with a parent and a sibling. You, like Vinny said, you just deal with it. Yeah. It doesn't get easier. Time doesn't make it better. You don't feel like they're in a better place. All that shit is bullshit. It's 150% bullshit that people say just to try to make you feel better.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the sentiment behind it, but it doesn't change the fact that all you do is you wake up tomorrow and you learn how to get through tomorrow.
That's all you can do. Like David says, you got to learn how to deal with that because it is going to be an everyday struggle.
But I mean, imagine him waking up, looking at his phone and seeing say his son's name, in that phone, yo.
I don't know if I'd be able to even I thought about this, if my son died, right? And we all think these dark thoughts. Don't get me wrong. It's not that we're dark people, but you think this stuff when something happens to someone, you put yourself in their position, right? I don't even think I'd be able to go in his room. I don't know how I'd be able to do that. I don't know how I'd be able to change anything in his room. I don't know if I could look at photos. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to deal with a funeral.
I would wholeheartedly agree.
But right there, I stop and I stop thinking about it. When it really happens, you're faced with it. And you got to move into that sphere of emotional pain and suffering. And all you can honestly do, like if I had a friend who lost someone like that, is just be there for them.
You know
And
what?
listen to their pain, listen to their suffering, and be patient and empathetic. That's all you can do.
I'm more grateful that I have a stronger other half of me, which is my wife, because I'm not capable. I can admit it. I'm not capable. Like I said, I've lost enough where I know I'm not capable of losing a child. Just not.
Even Mark, as a father who has lost a child, I know his pain. It's going to take a long time before normal ever comes back to him. I'm in therapy, which, you know what? You deserve this. That's great. I'm in therapy dealing with that and things I buried because of it.
I had a relative lose their son at a young age to, substance. And I remember being like at the wake, and stuff. And I remember him saying like, yo, tomorrow at the funeral, he's like, I may jump in that casket with him. And like, you deal, like you hear that and you I can understand his pain, but I don't like fully.
You'll never feel it
Yeah.
fully. You'll never feel it fully. So all we could do is show our support. Even if, bro, I'm sure you leave a comment on his Instagram or just leave him some positive messages. These guys read them. They read them. Leave something. Do something.
I seen something, man. I'm like, yo, I hope they put him in the Rumble.
Yo,
like,
that's just, I you know what? I thought that was awesome. Somebody posted, Nash needs to be put in the Rumble. He needs to hear people cheer for him. And I thought that was amazing. They have plenty of spots that they could fill up with some of these legends. Throw them in there, man. Give them something positive to look forward to. But our thoughts and prayers go out with him and his family. Honestly, that's all you could do. That's all you can do. Can't fix it, but I really, really hope he bounces back somewhat and learns how to deal with this pain and move on from the pain. But time will only tell, honestly. So that was Kevin Nash. We also have on here, there was an article from Mr. Dave Meltzer, Jones's favorite. Dave Meltzer. Is that who's the guy, who's the Cowboys fan from that show? He put out that tweet that got him blasted. Skip Bayless. Is Skip Bayless like the Dave Meltzer of wrestling? Could you compare the two?
I think I have more respect for Dave Meltzer. I don't respect him.
So he posted an article about Bray Wyatt today. And you know what? I couldn't agree with him more. I could not agree with him more. I'm trying to find, here it is. So this is an article by Dave Meltzer about Bray Wyatt. Top guys, and that's in quotes, superstars, like higher caliber stars, do not want to work with Bray Wyatt. This was reported in the Wrestling Observer. Speculating on his plans for WrestleMania 39, he believes Wyatt will battle Uncle Howdy on the grandest stage of them all. It is a fairly big throwaway line by Meltzer, especially considering the buzz and interest in Wyatt since his return at Extreme Rules. Upon further review, though, it is not necessarily surprising that there would be some hesitancy to work with Wyatt. It is not necessarily because of the 35-year-old himself, but rather his character and the creative elements of it. Look at this. In 2019, Seth Rollins saw his run as the top babyface in WWE come to a screeching halt following the underwhelming matches with The Fiend, something he was open in discussing with Ariel Helwani in a recent BT Sports interview. Braun Strowman's run as Universal Champion in 2020 was also overshadowed by the particular character. You know what? After reading that, why don't we have Bray Wyatt face Braun Strowman at WrestleMania 39? Get Braun Strowman out! A bum. I can't stand the guy.
I hate Braun Strowman.
ever since his return, when I saw he was returning, I was like, come on.
Yo, when he tripped running around the ring, that was the greatest moment of his career.
I have nothing against big guys, but dude, he just, something's off with him, man. He doesn't do it for me, bro. You know what it is? It's his attitude. His attitude on Twitter. That's where, you know what? Social media, these guys should all be banned from social media because you really get a look on the inside of these guys, right? And the way he would trash like the indie talent and like tweet things like he's better than them and all that shit when he was literally just fired. He was literally just an indie himself. And then he gets hired back at WWE and then he talks trash on the indie talent again. He's such a bum, dude. He's a bum and he sucks. So yeah, put Bray Wyatt against Braun Strowman. Bury that motherfucker. But I get what he's saying. I kind of agree with it, man.
I'll eat my words. I agree with what he's saying with this, only because it's not Bray's fault.
Is it though?
It's
Because
not his fault.
I'm reading that he's in complete control of his character and the storyline.
Who's ever in complete control when you got a Vince McMahon looming over your shoulders? He may be
Maybe
in
not
complete
100% complete, but it seems like
No, look at
this is
Look
very
at-
different than the Fiend storyline. Very, very different.
Now he's in control. Before the Fiend, he wasn't. The Fiend story was given to Alexa.
Yeah.
He didn't get to finish that out. I'm pretty sure that
You have to end it at WrestleMania, right? Who was that? Randy Orton?
Yep.
Yeah,
It just ended. The black
yeah.
oil on her face and
that never really ended. That was an awkward ending.
Mhm.
So, is it really his fault? I understand not wanting to work with him right now because WrestleMania is in April. We're in the end of January, essentially.
and whoever's facing him at WrestleMania is losing straight
Uncle
up.
Howdy.
So you like this storyline really hasn't progressed far enough for the microwave generation that we live in. I'm perfectly fine at the pace it's going at because he doesn't need to be in a title picture. He does not need to be your main event guy. Let him build his way up. Stop looking for instant gratification. If that's what you want, take your ass and go watch AEW.
I want to see when Extreme Rules was. When was this? October. November, December, January. I mean, it's not bad. It's been 3 months. I think it, 3 months. Okay.
And it'll be his first match.
It'll be
Since
his
then?
first
Well,
televised
not
match.
his first official match.
Yeah, televised, right?
Well, once Vince is back at full time, he'll be released again.
He did some
anyways.
He did some house matches.
It's not going to be a match.
Let's see.
Temper your expectations.
Braun Strowman wears skinny jeans and Dana White's wife hits harder than Braun. You know what? I agree.
I agree with Jones. It will not be like a regular match. It's going to be like kind of like a cinematic type match.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
Do you
that
think they're
with-
going to bring back all that extra, like spell shit?
It never
all that
left.
shit? Come on, man.
You got a Uncle Howdy. He opened up a door to come into the realm.
Hi, BB. Hi, Mimi.
I agree. You know what? I agree with Jones because Triple H loves to play the long storytelling game. That's what he grew up on. He
But
did
do you
that
have
in
that
NXT.
time?
He did that
Do you
in
have that
NXT.
time though?
Yes, you do have that time.
Not with Vince. Vince is.
Well,
No,
Vince
no,
is
no,
doing
no.
this.
Tony Khan. Triple H has to approve Vince coming back to creative. Tony Khan said that in an interview today. I mean,
wait,
not
Nick-
Tony
Nick
Khan.
Khan, Nick Khan.
Nick Khan. They're cons. I mean,
So Nick, so that's funny. That's good that you said that because Nick Khan did an interview. I forget the name of the podcast, and it was very telling. Nick Khan threw some jabs
yeah.
at AEW, at Tony. He called Tony a boy. In one line, he goes, I think that boy's doing some good things or something like that. He called him a boy and he said, but it's easy to run a company that's always in the negative. He's like, anyone can do that. I was like, wow. Shots fired. Shots fired.
The budget for that video game killed them.
That is true.
I understand that you wanting a video game and action
They
figures.
overspent.
You want to know why Nick Khan is saying this? Because we've been saying this forever. Nick Khan's best friend is The Rock. Who do we want to buy the WWE? Comcast, NBC. Who is affiliated with NBC? The Rock.
Yeah.
Who is Rock affiliated with? Nick Khan. Nick Khan could be a part of WWE for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not against that. I mean, we've always said we want NBC Universal and Comcast to get WWE.
But if you look at how Nick Khan talks, like in these podcasts, in the interviews where he carries himself, seems like he's already running that place.
Like, yeah.
And
dude.
he is, a CEO. But like he said, listen, Triple H has to approve Vince coming back to creative. Until Triple H does that, Vince is not coming back.
Joey, I don't believe it, though. There is no way. I think they say all this to keep everyone calm, right? Because they know everyone went in panic mode when they heard that Vince is back. Oh, God. Right? There is no way that this man, the egomaniac Vince McMahon, did all this to come back and not have his opinions heard and not have change at his direction happen. Unless the only way is this man came back to set the price for WWE and get it sold like that. He is involved.
Oh,
Ego, he wants to leave his final mark.
He is fucking involved, and WrestleMania is coming up. He is 100% involved.
You think there's a WrestleMania going to go by without Vince McMahon's mark?
I think he can handle it.
Yes, it will be.
I don't think so.
Because everybody will drop out if they do.
Yeah, no. WrestleMania opens up. Here's how WrestleMania opens up this year. No chance.
Oh.
And he walks down the street. Bro, I will put nothing behind that devil of a man.
It has to be Triple H to approve him coming out.
Or they just keep it quiet behind the scenes.
But it's Triple H, like Nick. I don't think Nick Khan would lie about that though.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
It's up to Triple H. Oh, and let me say this about the UFC. We said, they sold it for like 4.7 billion or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was only that share. They bought out the Fertitta's other share. So it was actually 6.1 billion.
Ooh.
So I'm just saying.
That's a lot. So the Fiend, or not the Fiend, excuse me, Bray Wyatt, no one wants to work with him. I don't blame them because they know it's career suicide for themselves. They've seen what happens. But other than that, we do have the Royal Rumble coming up. I am excited for that. The Royal Rumble. So next week, guys, we're going to do a Royal Rumble show. I'm excited for that. Because the Royal Rumble is the 28th. Saturday, right? We got a Saturday Rumble? Nice. So our next show will be 2 days before the Rumble.
And it's not interfering with the NFC and AFC championship.
I'm loving that too.
So it's smart for them not putting it on Sunday.
We're going to talk favorite moments. We're going to talk favorite Rumbles, worst Rumbles, have some photos and all that jazz. It's going to be a fun time.
Tyson Prime?
One of my favorite Rumble moments
Tyson Prime?
is when Savage took that scepter and said,
"Fuck you." I knew you were going to say that. Don't talk to me.
Real quick, I want to shout out to Mr. Roy Wilson. I got this in the mail today. This is pretty cool of him. He sent me this. It's a Christmas gift. I just got it. How do I fix my screen here? So this is pretty cool. What was that, man?
Earl Hebner. Thanks, Roy.
That was pretty neat, man. I appreciate that.
Hey, when you're in the business, you can do that.
Thank you, brother. To Vinny. Look at Earl, one of the greatest to ever do it. Earl screwed Brett. But he's still one of the best referees of all time. This is cool. I like how they just have him in color. He's on gold. Really, really nice stuff. Gorilla, rest in peace, Gorilla Monsoon. Two of the greatest to ever do it.
That's the best Winged Eagle title match of all time.
Oh, my goodness. Two of the greatest to ever do it. Sean and Brett. But guys, thank you so much. We will see you next week for the Royal Rumble show. Follow us on social media. Like the video, please. Like the video. It really helps us out in the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it. Appreciate all of your donations. Thank you so much for the donations.
Love y'all.
Y'all killed it tonight. Looking forward to the Rumble. And we will see you all next Thursday on poundingthemeat.com, our YouTube channel. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Icon
Peace
out.